outstanding kids, welcome to another exciting ICT plugged activity class. I want to welcome us specially because in our last class, we looked at introducing Sprite. We will be learning how to make a Sprite, which is making Sprite. This is going to be our second topic for the term. Now in this class, we will look at the meaning of Sprite, how to make a Sprite, the behavior block, and also algorithm. I know some of us are eager to know what algorithm is and how we can start creating a different sprites. Some people have some numerous sprites in their mind that they will be able to create from this class. First of all, a reminder, we've said in our previous class that sprite is a graphical character on the screen that we can control. We should know that sprites can be manipulated by us and can be controlled by us. Sprites are any character on the screen or images or objects that we can control and manipulate. Now, we make a sprite using what we called the make a new sprite block. The make a new sprite block is a block that helps to create a sprite. In the make a new sprite block, we have what is called a costume of the sprite, just as we can see on the screen. The costume of the sprite helps to identify the sprite or to know what the sprite looks like. Now, every make a new sprite block has a costume that shows you what a sprite is. And also, in the make a new sprite block, there's also a location part in the make a new sprite block. Just as we can see, the make a new sprite block has so many sprites. We just click on the drop down arrow on our block and we can get so many exciting sprites. As you can see on the screen, there are so many sprites that we can select from. And also, like I said, in the make a new sprite block, we have a location. Now, when you click on the location pin, it will bring out so many locations where we can just easily send our sprites to. Now, we also have what is called set size block. The set size block helps to either increase or reduce the size of a sprite. So if you make a sprite and you see that the sprite is too big, you can set the size using a block called the set size block. We also have a block that helps to beautify your sprite, or this is called the background color. The set background block helps to create beautiful background for our sprite. So when you click on the set background block, you will see so many beautiful background, just as we can see in our sprites. We have what is called behavior. Now, a behavior is seen as an action that the sprite performs continuously until it is told to stop. Now, there's no sprites that do not behave. Even we humans, we have what is called a character. What we do. You can see some people, they always dance. You can see some people, they always sing. That could be a behavior. Now, the sprite also has a behavior. The behavior of the sprite determines how the sprite is going to move until it is told to stop. So the behavior of the sprite tells the sprite what to do. There are so many sprites and there are so many behaviors. We can see some examples of sprites on our screen. It tells us what to do. We also have algorithm. An algorithm is a step-by-step way to solve a problem. And as a programmer, we should know that a program is seen as an instruction that is given to a computer to perform. Now, this is where we are going to stop in our class. We will see in our practical class so that we'll be able to know how to create a sprite. Welcome to code.org. Now in code.org, I told us before in our previous class, for us to get to code.org, all we need to do is open our browser and type code.org, just like as I have here. Now, when you type code.org, this is the first page that you see. For us to proceed to the Code Studio, you have to click on Sign In. Now, when you click on Sign In, this is the page you see. You have to come to the right-hand side and enter your 6-letter code and click on Go. Now, after typing your 6-letter code, you will see the class that you fall into. Your class has already been registered for you by your teacher. So just for you to look for your name, I will look for my name, which is Mr. Samuel. This is Mr. Sam. So I'll click on Mr. Samuel and put in my secret identity. After doing that, you click on Sign In. Now when you click on Sign In, voila, you are already inside the account for code.org. Now for us to be able to know that, at the top right corner, you see your name. Yeah, my name is also here, Mr. Samuel, which shows that I'm already inside the code.org. And we are doing course F 2020. So I'll just go to the topic that I'm going to be doing for today, which is swimming fish with Sprite Lab. I'll click on the first one, which is the introduction to Sprite Lab. And this one is a video. Now this video tells us about the Sprite Lab. If you wish, you can watch the video to get more information about what the Sprite Lab is. But because of time, I'm going to click on continue to move to the next level. Now this is the Sprite Lab. The Sprite Lab is a place, like we said, where sprites are made and created. Now if you look at the Sprite Lab, we still have the play area, the instruction area, but we don't have the toolbox area. We only have the workspace area here in this place. But in our next level, we will see the workspace area. Now here it says, make a prediction. What do you think will happen when you run this code? This is our make a sprite block. And in the make a sprite block, the sprite here is bearing this. Now, our behavior block here shows that the sprite is doing a behavior called what? Tumbling. And this sprite is a dusty. So a dusty is what? Is doing a behavior called tumbling. When I click on run, the sprite will tumble. So I will write here, the sprite will tumble. So let's see what happens when I really click on run. So you see, the sprite tumbles. So it means that this is what really happens when we click on run. So I'll click on finish to complete that level. Okay, this is level 3. Level 3 here says, let's make a fish tank. Change the tumbleweed sprite into any kind of fish by clicking on this, which is the costume. Be sure to also update your sprite costume into this. Okay, so what we are going to do is, they say we should change it to a fish tank. It means that they want a fish. So we'll come here and click on a fish. So you see, after clicking on a fish, here automatically turns toward a fish. And we should not forget to also change this to that same fish. So what is the fish doing is spinning right. So when I click on it, the fish begins to spin right. Can we see it? So we are making a sprite. And the new sprite we just made is called a fish. Alright, puzzle 4. And here it says, this fish is getting dizzy. Change the fish's behavior so that it will swim left and right. So we are still working on the fish, but we said we should change the behavior. So I'll come here and remove this behavior block. I'll take it back to the toolbox area. And they want us to make it to swim left and right. So I will just come here and add it to it. You see? And I'll click it. It will change and it will start swimming left and right. I'm going to be taking the last level for this lesson so that I will allow us to also make sure we are able to code the rest. I'm going to be doing the last one. You see, that's all for that. So I'll take the last puzzle, and this puzzle is saying that our fish tank needs some water. They want us to add a set background color block to make the background color any color. So say that they recommend blue, which is the recommended one, is already here. So I'll just have to drag it here, and let's watch what we have to our play area. See, it just changes immediately. So when I click on run, it runs immediately. Now I want to show us something. In this place, which is our location, I can decide to change the location of my sprite. Just now it was 300. I can decide to carry it to here. Now it's 323. I can decide to also change it to here. You see, now it's now 160 something. Anywhere you want your sprite to be, if you want it to be at the middle, just put it there. It will just go to the center. So the location can also be changed, which is also found in the make a new sprite block. So that is where we are going to end for today's class. Do not forget to always make sure you complete your work, and coding is fun. See you in our next class. Bye.